Question 1. When practicing, a learner driver must be supervised by someone who: Option A, is at least 18 with 2 years experience. Option B, is at least 21 and has held a license for 3 years. Option C, is any licensed driver over 25. Option B is correct. Is at least 21 and has held a license for 3 years. Legally, the supervisor must be experienced enough to intervene. They must have held a full UK/EU licence for 3 years for the category of vehicle being driven and must follow all driver laws, including those regarding alcohol and mobile phones. Question 2. Why is it dangerous to cut corners or cross centre white lines unnecessarily? Option A, it improves steering control. Option B, it improves observation. Option C, it reduces driver control and risks collisions. Correct choice. Option C, it reduces driver control and risks collisions. Crossing the centre line puts you in the path of oncoming traffic. It also disrupts the car's balance. If you need to manoeuvre suddenly while straddling the line, the car is less stable and harder to stay in control. Question 3. You are driving on a road that has a cycle lane. What is the correct procedure? Option A, never drive in the cycle lane. Option B, avoid driving in it unless it is necessary. Option C, use it for overtaking slow traffic. Option B is correct. Avoid driving in it unless it is necessary. Cycle lanes with solid white lines are mandatory. You must not enter them. If the line is broken, you should avoid the lane unless necessary to safely pass an obstruction or allow an emergency vehicle through. Question 4. When driving at night, in which situation should you switch to dipped headlights? Option A, following another vehicle. Option B, a vehicle is approaching you. Option C, all of the above. Correct answer. Option C, all of the above. Full beams can blind other road users. You must dip them when a car is coming toward you, when following a car, to avoid blinding them through their mirrors, and in built-up areas where street lighting is sufficient. Question 5. What is the safest procedure when you are approaching a road junction? Option A, maintain your current speed. Option B, slow down and prepare to stop. Option C, speed up to clear the junction. Option B is correct. Slow down and prepare to stop. Junctions are high collision zones. Slowing down gives you time to observe all directions. Even if you have priority, you must be ready to stop if another driver fails to see you or pulls out unexpectedly. Question 6. Which of these factors is most likely to lead to a reduction in your insurance premium? Option A. You are over 25 years old. Option B. You are over 26 years old. Option C. You drive less frequently. Correct choice. Option A. You are over 25 years old. Insurance is based on risk statistics. Drivers under 25 are involved in more high-speed accidents. Once you turn 25, you are viewed as lower risk, which often leads to a lower annual premium. Question 7. When is it advantageous to ensure your tyre pressures are at the higher end of the manufacturer's range? Option A. Driving at high speeds over long distances. Option B. On very short local journeys. Option C. When driving off-road. Option A is correct. Driving at high speeds over long distances. High-speed motorway driving causes tyres to heat up significantly. Correct high pressure prevents excessive flexing of the tyre wall, which reduces the risk of a blowout and improves both stability and fuel efficiency. Question 8. If your mobile phone rings while you are driving, what is the correct action? Option A. Answer it but keep speed same. Option B. Answer it with one hand. Option C. Ignore it or stop in a safe place first. Correct answer, option C. Ignore it or stop in a safe place first. Using a handheld phone is illegal. You must find a safe, legal place to stop and turn off the engine before checking your phone. Even hands-free calls are a major distraction to your concentration. Question 9. Under what specific condition can you park on the right-hand side of a road at night? Option A. It is on a one-way street. Option B. You leave your side lights on. Option C. You are 10 metres from a junction. Option A is correct. It is on a one-way street. Normally you must park facing the direction of traffic, so your red reflectors face oncoming cars. On a one-way street, traffic only comes from one direction, so parking on either side is safe and legal. Question 10. You are driving a car at night on a dark road. What must you ensure? Option A. You flash your headlights before overtaking. Option B. You always select a higher gear than usual. Option C. You do not dazzle other road users. Correct choice. Option C. You do not dazzle other road users. When driving at night, you must switch from full beam to dipped headlights as soon as you see oncoming traffic, a vehicle you are following, or pedestrians. This prevents dazzle, which can cause other road users to be momentarily blinded and lose control. Question 11. If a candidate believes their test was not conducted according to regulations, where should they appeal? Option A. The Magistrates' Court or Sheriff's Court. Option B. The Chief Driving Examiner. Option C. The Licensing Authority. Option A is correct. The magistrate's court or sheriff's court. You cannot appeal the examiner's pass/fail decision, but you can appeal the conduct or the way it was run through the legal courts. If the court agrees the test was unfair, you may be granted a free retest. Question 12. What is the effect of losing the wheel while driving? Option A. It improves the driver's control. Option B. It improves observation. Option C. It reduces driver control. Correct answer, option C. It reduces driver control. Losing the wheel refers to a loss of steering feel or grip, such as during aquaplaning. Without this physical connection to the road, you cannot accurately direct the car, creating a major safety hazard. Question 13. What advice should be given to someone who has consumed alcohol at a party? Option A. Drink strong coffee and drive. Option B. Drive home very slowly. Option C. Go home by public transport. Option C is correct. Go home by public transport. Alcohol slows your reaction time and ruins your judgment. Nothing cures it except time. To stay safe and legal, you must use a taxi, a bus, or a designated sober driver who has not been drinking. Question 14. You are approaching a cyclist who is signalling to turn right. What should you do? Option A. Overtake before the junction. Option B. Allow the cyclist plenty of room. Option C. Sound your horn to warn them. Correct choice. Option B. Allow the cyclist plenty of room. Cyclists are vulnerable and can be affected by wind or road surfaces. They may need to swerve or move to the centre of the road to turn right. You must treat them with the same space and patience as a car. Question 15. What is the primary purpose of following road markings and signs? Option A. To help pedestrians cross. Option B. To give priority to pedestrians. Option C. To help road users stay safe and follow the law. Option C is correct. To help road users stay safe and follow the law. Road markings like arrows and keep left signs organise traffic flow. Following them prevents confusion and sideswipe accidents by ensuring everyone stays in their correct, predictable path. Question 16. Your car has anti-lock brakes. How should you perform an emergency stop? Option A. Pump the pedal on and off. Option B. Brake rapidly and firmly without releasing. Option C. Brake gently and pump the pedal. Correct answer. Option B. Brake rapidly and firmly without releasing. In an ABS-equipped car, you should stomp and stay. Apply maximum pressure and hold it down. The system will automatically pump the brakes to prevent a skid, allowing you to keep steering the car. Question 17. You are passing a high-sided vehicle on a motorway in windy conditions. You should. Option A. Be aware of side gusts. Option B. Slow down slightly. Option C. All of the above. Option C is correct. All of the above. Large vehicles block the wind. As you pass, you may be hit by a sudden side gust as you move out of their wind shadow. Keeping a firm grip and staying alert ensures you don't get pushed into the next lane. Question 18. When driving in very windy conditions, what is the safest approach? Option A. Increase your speed. Option B. Be aware of strong winds and gusts. Option C. Drive as slowly as possible. Correct choice. Option B. Be aware of strong winds and gusts. Wind can push vehicles, especially bikes, mopeds and lorries, off course. You must anticipate these gusts, particularly on open bridges, viaducts, or when passing gaps in hedges or buildings. Question 19. What is the typical overall stopping distance at 70 miles per hour? Option A, 96 metres or 315 feet. Option B, 75 metres or 246 feet. Option C, 60 metres or 197 feet. Option A is correct, 96 metres or 315 feet. At 70 miles per hour, you travel 21 metres before you even touch the brake. The total distance, which is about 24 car lengths, highlights why tailgating is so dangerous. You need a massive gap to stop safely in an emergency. Question 20. When parking your car facing uphill, which gear should you select for extra safety? Option A, reverse gear. Option B, first gear. Option C, neutral. Correct answer, option B, first gear. Leaving the car in first gear uses the engine's compression to help hold the car stationary. You should also turn the wheels away from the curb so that if the car did roll, it would hit the curb and stop. Question 21. When driving down a steep hill, which gear should you choose? Option A, a lower gear than usual. Option B, the highest gear possible. Option C, neutral. Option A is correct, a lower gear than usual. Using a lower gear provides engine braking. This naturally controls your speed without you having to stay on the foot brake, which prevents your brakes from overheating and losing effectiveness. Question 22. On a two-lane motorway, in which lane should a large goods vehicle normally drive? Option A, lane 1 only. Option B, lane 2 only. Option C, both lanes. Correct choice, option A, lane 1 only. To keep traffic flowing, the left-hand lane is for normal driving. Lorries should stay in lane 1 unless they are overtaking a vehicle that is travelling even slower. They must return to lane 1 once finished. Question 23. Which official document contains the mandatory rules and advice for all UK road users? Option A, the official driving guide. Option B, the highway code. Option C, local traffic laws. Option B is correct, the highway code. The highway code is the essential guide. Many rules are legal requirements, and failing to follow advice can be used as evidence of poor driving in a court of law. Question 24. You see a hump or dip warning sign on the road ahead. What should you do? Option A, slow down. Option B, maintain your speed. Option C, speed up to jump it. Correct answer. Option A, slow down. Hitting a hump or dip at high speed can cause your suspension to bottom out or cause you to lose steering control. Slowing down protects your car's mechanical parts and keeps your steering stable. Question 25. When changing to a higher gear, when should you ease off the accelerator? Option A, before the clutch is depressed. Option B, after the clutch is depressed. Option C, at the same time as pressing the clutch. Option C is correct, at the same time as pressing the clutch. To keep the gear change smooth, you must release the gas exactly as you push the clutch down. This prevents the engine from racing or revving, which saves fuel and reduces wear on the clutch. Question 26. Your car skids and the rear wheels slide to the left. Which way should you steer? Option A, steer to the left. Option B, steer to the right. Option C, apply the handbrake. Correct choice, option A, steer to the left. You must steer into the skid. By steering left when the rear moves left, you help the front wheels realign with the direction the car is sliding, which is the only way to regain steering grip. Question 27. What are the primary benefits of an anti-lock braking system? Option A, shortening stopping distance. Option B, improving steering control when braking. Option C, both of the above. Option B is correct, improving steering control when braking. ABS prevents your wheels from locking up. While it helps stop safely, its biggest advantage is that it allows you to still steer around a hazard while you are braking as hard as possible. Question 28. On a road where trams operate, which of these road users is at the greatest risk from the rails? Option A, cars. Option B, cyclists. Option C, buses. Correct answer, option B, cyclists. Tram rails are metal and become very slippery in the rain. A bicycle's narrow tyres can also get stuck in the groove of the rail, causing an immediate crash for the rider. Question 29. As a pupil progresses in their driving lessons, how should the level of verbal instruction change? Option A, it should become minimal. Option B, it should increase. Option C, it should stay unchanged. Option A is correct. It should become minimal. The goal of learning to drive is independence. An instructor should gradually talk less so the pupil learns to observe hazards and make their own decisions without constant verbal prompts. Question 30. To help protect the environment, which of the following should you avoid doing? Option A, using your car for work. Option B, turning off your engine. Option C, carrying unnecessary weight. Correct choice, option C, carrying unnecessary weight. Extra weight makes the engine work harder, which burns more fuel and increases CO2 emissions. Removing heavy items and roof racks when not in use helps make your driving eco-safe. How many questions did you get correct? Let us know your score in the comments and see how you compare with other learners preparing for the theory test. If this practice session helped you improve your knowledge and confidence, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more DVSA-style theory tests and driving revision content. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and good luck with your UK driving theory exam.